Good morning, pre-calculus. It is the 30th of March, and today we're going to start out with some notions that you've known for a really long time. That if I take anything, any value at all, and I multiply it by 1, I get that same thing, because 1 is the multiplicative identity. Likewise, I can take anything and multiply it by its reciprocal, and I get 1, because the reciprocal is the multiplicative inverse, because it gets you to 1. Okay, so now we're going to take this idea and we're going to apply it to matrices. So the first question is, what's the identity matrix? Like, what would you multiply a matrix by so that you get it back, you get itself back? So the first thing that we're going to try here is, hey, what would happen if I took a matrix and I multiplied it by everything by 1? Well, let's think about this. I would do 3 times 1 plus 3 times 4, and that would give me my first term right there, which would be a big 7. And automatically we can see that I'm not going to get back to where I started, so that's got to be a big dud. So, gosh, what if I have too many 1s here? What if I just had 1 1 and a whole bunch of zeros? Well, let's try this. 3 times 1 plus 4 times 0, that's going to give me 3. That sure looks helpful. Let's see what would go down here. Let's see. 5 times 1 plus 6 times 0, that's going to give me a 5. This is looking super promising. What's going to go right here? 3 times 0 plus 4 times 0. Oh, no. Good night. That's not the same as that. So this is a dud. Well, okay, so it looked like I did okay here with a 1 and a 0. What would happen if I also put a 1 and a 0 there? How about this guy here? Is that going to work? So 3 times 1 plus 4 times 0. That gives me the 3 where I want it. 5 times 1 plus 6 times 0. That gives me the 5. So again, I'm looking good right here. What's going to go right here? Well, that's going to be 3 times 1 plus 4 times 0. Oh, that's going to give me a 3, and I want it to be a 4, so that's also a dud. So it looks like I've got to have some combination of 1s and 0s. Let's try this. All right, let's see how we're going to do here. 3 times 1 plus 4 times 0. That gives me the 3. Let's see what's going to go here. 3 times 0 plus 4 times 1. Woohoo! That looks good. 5 times 1 plus 6 times 0. That gives me the 5. Yes! 5 times 0 plus 6 times 1. That gives me the 6. And looky there, it looks like this guy right here is the identity matrix. And so I would like to introduce you to our new friend. Oh, look. It looks like he's wearing a name tag. I wonder if we could just zoom in on that name tag, and sure enough, hello, my name is the identity matrix. The identity matrix has a diagonal row of 1s and all the rest are 0s. Anytime you see something that looks like that, that is the identity matrix. Hi, identity matrix, we love you. All right, so now let's talk about inverses. 2 matrices are inverses of each other if, when you take their dot products, when you multiply them together, if you get the identity matrix. But it's got to go in both directions. Okay, so let's start out by taking these 2 guys here. If I do -4, 3, 3, -2, and I multiply that by 2, 3, 3, 4, I'm going to get, okay, so right here I'm going to get -8 plus 9. That's 1. That looks promising. -12 plus 12. That's a 0. 6 minus 6. Boom. 9 minus 8. Oh my gosh, there he is. That's our new friend, the identity matrix. He's right there. So these guys here It looks promising that it's an inverse. Let's check it out the other way, though, because hopefully the other day you remember that these are not, multiplication of matrices is not always commutative. You can't do it both directions. It's not the same in both directions all the time. So let's see if it works in this case. All right, let's see what we've got here. -8 plus 9, 1. 6 minus 6, 0. -12 plus 12, 0. 9 minus 8, 1. There he is. It's our friend, the identity matrix. Woo, woo, woo. He is so happy. So these guys here are indeed multiplicative inverses of each other. What I can say is that the inverse of matrix A is matrix B, because B is the multiplicative inverse of A. All right, so you've got a couple book problems to try where all you're going to do is multiply a bunch of matrices together and figure out if they are the identity matrix. If they are the identity matrix, then those matrices are inverses. If not, they are not. All right, we'll see you for some added challenges tomorrow. Peace out.